Welcome everyone to our new podcast, Who Runs the NFC East, where four co-hosts who have been going back and forth in competitive trash talk for over 25 years. We will break down our team's games against each team we play to have an analytic opinion from the perspective of a fan, and our thoughts moving forward, mixed in with the little trash talk we all know so very well between fans. Welcome to Who Runs the NFC East. Introducing my fellow co-hosts, Ty Carr's Bunch, Stanley Autry, aka Peasy Head the Flash, Tracy Monroe, and myself, Yusef Pridgeon, and our special guest, New York Giant fan Nate. My guy. What's happening?
What's up, baby?
Welcome everyone to Who Runs the NFC East. It's been an eventful week. Everyone won a game this week except the New York Giants. I'm sorry. Guys, how do you feel about that?
Let's rephrase that. No one in the NFC East lost this week except for the Giants. Only because Cowboys was off this week. They ain't win anything.
Yeah, sure.
See, what you missed the joke because anytime they don't play, they win.
Nah, I ain't gonna call it a win. They just didn't lose.
Oh, yeah.
Listen. Hey, listen. We all played this week.
Who, us?
And
We didn't.
Yeah.
We played our second string. You saw it, the backup quarterback.
Yeah, you
yeah,
played
yeah,
good.
yeah.
The backup quarterback.
Who
put
did
the
y'all
points
play
up.
this week?
We played.
Who's the team
We
you
played Carolina. We played Carolina. Where
Yeah.
you from?
Yeah.
Where you from? With your Cowboys.
Well, I will
jersey
say this. Our future's so bright. I mean, and I'm not celebrating any injuries, any particular
There we
injuries,
go.
but I got on shades today
There we
because our
go.
future is so bright. Hey, Sam. Our future is so
Welcome,
bright, I
welcome.
got to wear
Hello.
shades because the injury report says that just about everybody from the 49ers is out, just about all the stars. So we're looking towards a W.
Yeah, like I said before we started, your guys are technically playing the Carolina Panthers. There's no stars on that team
Yeah,
right now.
another
There's
bye.
none. It's just you guys will squeak one out. But
Who
yeah,
y'all play this week?
we play the Bears.
The Bears.
Oh, that's
Just
sweet.
get easier and
The
easier.
Bears.
That's sweet.
Bada bing, bada boom. The bag.
Listen,
Chicago.
it's like that meme said. I'm a little fucked up right now, but better days are coming, bitch.
Hey, Chicago's 4-2.
Yeah, see they pulling it together right now. They started slow. They pulling it
Their
together.
division
Two
is
weeks
the
over.
only winning division in the NFL right now. Like, no, don't do that.
True.
They got a tough division. This
So,
season.
so unfortunately, right now, since the Cowboys did not play this week, we will have to start with the teams that did play this week.
How is
So-
that unfortunate though?
So, since we have
They love to
a
start off
Giants
every
representative
weekend.
and an Eagles representative, it is a perfect conversation between the two
That
of
actually
you
played each other.
that actually played each other.
No,
So,
no, we
with
didn't
because
play each
first of
other.
all, so I would like to start off with this question. Since you guys, the Giants, gifted someone special to Eagles fans, how do you feel about that?
I hope he rushed for 1,000 yards on the jump. I'm being so stupid, man. It's got to be the dumbest trade in the history of the NFL, man.
Danny Dimes was y'all guy though.
But it wasn't a trade though. Y'all
Man.
could
Young
have
guy.
just paid him.
Y'all, I would have. They chose not to. I would have gave up the kitchen sink for the kid, man. Like, come on, man. They
Hey,
do
Nate.
stuff to intentionally lose, man. I ain't never seen such point shaving in my life. Where the referees at investigating this? Where the FBI at, man? This is a catastrophe. I've never seen a team. I've never in my life seen a team sabotage themselves like this. And I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Yeah, Cowboys. Yeah. Hey, while we playing, the Commanders too. Listen,
Years of it.
hey Nate, don't let their recent new car smell success
Yeah.
hate the fact that you actually have won a Super Bowl in this decade. You understand?
Wait,
now we're going back to
why
that.
are you even speaking?
Are we going back to the Discovery Channel?
Thanks, Sham.
Oh,
Sham, thank
is
you,
that where we're
because
going?
I thought this was
Man,
between
hey,
Nate
Nate,
and
hey, Nate.
Sham talking right now, and the Cowboys just can't. They can't just hold.
They can't help themselves.
But I said it.
Little Jerry Joneses,
I
chill
said
out.
it.
You called him Lil Jerry Jones.
You
I
go,
promise you,
you
will
gonna
have the
your
floor
moment. You gonna
very
have your
soon.
moment.
Also,
We will give it to you. Promise.
let the record reflect that none of y'all have won a Super Bowl in the last decade except my squad. So why are you even bringing that up 30
Okay,
years ago?
Mm, mm,
Hey, Sham.
mm.
Hey, Sham. One is the loneliest number that you ever knew.
Listen, all by myself, I am my own best friend. I'm good with that.
See, she is quick. You hear me? You got to
Right,
come
no,
back. She gonna
come
keep that
right.
one for
Oh.
you, brother.
This is the last time I'm gonna say this, probably today. If you got more than 4 Super Bowl rings, put your hands up.
Let me call my
you gonna say
dad, because
four
my
just
dad is a Steelers
one more
fan.
than
Let
us?
me holler at him for a second. Dad, where you at? Because I'm tired of this.
Yeah, Sham, you
Let's
don't
keep it
even
NFC
have to worry
East.
about it because the Cowboys, like they said, they going to San Francisco. They playing a
Mm-hmm.
team that don't have any starters playing in any of their key positions except for maybe tight end this week. And if you lose there,
I heard Kettle's out too.
right, and what I'm saying is, and the
Yeah, he is.
49ers
Or
have
he's suspect.
If,
more chips than y'all.
if,
No, they got the same amount.
Yeah, they got
Well, we'll
5.
see after this year.
They got 5.
tied up.
They got the same
But there
amount.
you go.
I
But there you
mean,
go.
let's
Imato.
we gonna if we just gonna crush on them, we just gotta talk about the Patriots and the Steelers, and then they'll shut up. But other than that,
Right.
You talking about those Patriots that are the real America's team? I mean, they're Patriots.
the Steelers say they the
They're
real
not
America's
America's
team.
team.
So
America's team
Wow.
since when?
Y'all very disrespectful. We the only team up here that got 5 Super Bowl rings. Our owner is the reason why
I'll
y'all
tell you.
watching NFL football on
The only
Sunday.
reason y'all are America's team because somebody said it on an
I mean,
infomercial.
I watch
No.
it for Brandon
Hey,
Graham.
Google.
That's why I
Hey,
watch.
Siri.
I don't watch for
Yeah.
y'all.
Huh?
Don't let me start asking the phone.
Alexa?
Right.
So Nate, we'd like to apologize for you to hear this banter of nonsense.
Nate.
Who is America's team?
The team you like.
Who are they? Alexa? Oh, she even put this. Look what she did.
It's
Look what she did.
propaganda. It's fake news.
It is. It is. It is.
I hear you.
See, you're getting your information from a
Right.
refrigerator. Nobody cares.
Yep.
And my refrigerator got more knowledge. My refrigerator got more knowledge and more wins than them
Your,
commanders.
refrigerator gets
Red
its
skins
information
or-
from Fox News.
Whatever y'all want to call yourself in this decade.
Right.
I would even like to
sound
ask
like-
Tesla robot if we had one. Boy,
Well, can we get back to the task at hand? So,
Okay.
Sam,
Yes.
can you give us your deliberation of this Phillies Eagles game? Since Nate already told us how he feel about his
He
Giants.
felt,
how
he
you
felt
feel
they was
about
point
what you
shaving.
saw?
They must point shave every time they
said
play
no.
us. Then, I already told y'all last week when I see the Giants on the schedule, I write W's because that's just what we do to them. But like literally, I mean, look it up: 32-16 since 2000. Like that's crazy. But anyway,
yeah.
Really? That's the number?
yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. Okay.
What are our numbers, CB? You know right off head.
Oh
What
God!
numbers
Can
are
you
what?
guys
What
just
numbers
wait?
are you
I'm
asking?
gonna need to mute you, Cowboys people.
Yeah.
She's trying to talk for the Phillies side. We'll get to your numbers. You got time to research.
That's the
it
thing
and
about Cowboys
first.
fans. It's always about them. I'm used to it. It's fine.
Go ahead,
And see,
Sean.
this is the joke.
Nah, listen, I
As you were saying.
it was a little crazy at the beginning. It was kind of like I compare it to the first two games of the season, just the first quarter and a half, like when the Ravens were playing and you were like, okay, why they not running the ball? Why they not using Derrick Henry? That's how I felt for like maybe like the first quarter and a half because Saquon wasn't getting no burn. I was like, what are y'all doing? Y'all trying to force these pass plays because AJ Brown will cry if we don't pass him the ball. So we had to make sure he got that touchdown in. And then the second half, it felt more like, okay, we're going to use Saquon. We're going to run the ball. But other than that, I can't really say much because the Giants offense was so terrible. Like it wasn't really nothing to, and I gave y'all credit last week because y'all defense had been playing so well. And I felt like, okay, we beat y'all so much. This is time for y'all to get y'all winning. But that went no way like I thought it was.
a couple players played well. The defense didn't play well. A couple players played
Nah,
good.
I
That's the
was trying
thing.
to give
People
y'all more credit.
misconstrue it. Nah, don't give us anything but facts.
But normally the defense from the Giants is I
It's
guess y'all
yeah.
best the highlight of you guys normally. But Nate, just as far as what you saw and what you've seen so far, just for your perspective, since this is your first time on the podcast, what is? I know you don't think your team is salvageable this year, but if you had your choice, what would you have done, and or as of right now, what would you do to try to salvage your season?
I honestly, man, I think it's more so. I'm looking at it like an NBA type of approach, man. It's time to blow stuff up. You know what I mean? Like I honestly feel like they're holding on to pieces and parts that haven't proven themselves,
Mm,
despite right. They do a terrible job drafting. We draft projects. You know, they bring in individuals that aren't explosive enough to make some changes. Like I like the wide receiver and I like the young corner. I think
Neighbors.
they have good pieces, but like I said, the
mm,
problem is that you run them in the dirt. You know what I mean? Trying to force feed them the ball or putting them in tough situations that their confidence gets shaken. So what you end up with is you know what I mean, somebody that's like in a bad relationship. Like they don't develop confidence.
mm,
And everybody know the NFL, everybody is talented, but it comes down to confidence. Who believes in what? And it's hard to believe in what you see consistently from that team, and that's year after year after year after year. They passed over so many great opportunity draft picks. You know, you just think about some of the key players from the Eagles. They could have been drafted by the Giants, but they overlooked them. Look at some of the key players for the Cowboys. They were
mm,
overlooked by the Giants to get people that are no longer even on the Giants team or even on a roster. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that be so frustrating time and time again is that they draft from a place of pride rather than a place of true need, and they don't. It seem like they don't even want to listen. So to me, it's like keep building on the young guys that you're bringing in because they brought in the guy from Michigan. I like him, and like I said, that corner he's pretty tough. But past that, the bus stops there. Bus stops there.
that,
Daniel Jones, trash. He's absolutely garbage. He's been garbage for years. He was
True.
garbage when they decided to go get him. You know, they passed on Josh Allen. They passed on so many other
mm-mm.
players that you know
Y'all
what I
had a
mean?
chance to get Josh.
Huh? Yeah,
Y'all had a chance to get Josh. Oh, that's
yeah,
crazy. That's
yeah.
crazy. That would have been a way better pick.
In New York, where
Way better
everybody
pick.
knows it's a tough place to throw the ball, he had one of the strongest arms coming out, and he still
For
passed on him,
sure.
man.
I mean, he's still technically in New York, but wrong team. Sorry. Yeah, no.
It's depressing, man. I just me and my homeboy we went to like an autograph signing, man. Lawrence Taylor was there. I saw a Rodney Hampton jersey had his signature on it. I was like, man, what happened to the good old days?
Gosh,
Come on
Rodney
Yeah,
back. We
Hampton.
need those guys. I'd rather take them out of retirement than some of the players we got now.
yeah. You guys were animals doing that. I guess technically all three of our teams. I don't. Philly was kind of on the low side during those years, but Cowboys,
In
Redskins, and Giants was
quote
like
unquote
animals.
Arizona because they was in our division
Yeah,
before
but
they
but
moved.
that was Arizona was like the Washington Generals against the Harlem Globetrotters back in the day. They was just
No, no,
there to
no.
be there.
I'm just saying they was the ones that was like pulling up the rear pretty
Yeah,
much.
they
They
were.
weren't
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
They
for
weren't
sure.
good.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but so yeah, the Giants back then and the Redskins and Cowboys at the time, those are the top three monster teams that had stars across the
uh,
board. That was the
in
very
the
interesting.
'80s, it was more Redskins and Giants. Cowboys kind of they
Yeah, they came
reclaimed
in
they
the
They
nineties.
came
reclaimed
up
it in the
'90s,
'90s, but
Yeah,
late '80s,
yeah,
yeah,
'90s,
They
and
did.
yeah.
we
Mark
all just
Rippon and those
demolished the
Gary Clark
Buffalo
and all them.
Bills.
yeah, right. I forgot. Yeah, hey, Redskins was 82 and 87.
82, 87,
If I'm thinking.
91 or 92.
And
Yeah, you're right.
91.
91.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
Giants
Yeah,
got one in the
'92.
'90s too.
Yeah, the one before y'all.
I think right at 1990.
It was the one right before
Mhm.
y'all. They started
Mhm.
with the Buffalo
Yep.
Bills. The whole NFC East
Phil
just took
Hostetler.
care of the Buffalo Bills.
Is that when they had Bill Parcells?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Phil Hostetler was a
For sure.
quarterback.
For
Yep.
He
sure.
came in, he
Jeff
was hurt.
Hostetler.
Yeah,
So
Jeff Hostetler.
so now, Stan,
Yes, sir.
your assessment, since this is the last of the teams that played this week. Even though we did play Carolina,
There's no excuse.
Carolina's Carolina.
We play. We
It
play
is,
what's on the
but
schedule.
yeah,
Congrats on that
very
40
true.
burger.
Mm.
And you caught. See,
I
look.
said
Go
it.
ahead.
Matter of fact,
Do it now.
you got to get it.
Do
So
it now.
it's going to be a part of it. It's just got to be in there. So we have to introduce. Matter of fact, PZ, you get yours as well, because we have 2 awards to give out. We have to give them the That Boy Is Good award. Goes to Sham and PZ Head the Flash for calling out something that was on the head. Sham said we was gonna score 40 points. We scored 40 points. Peasy, yours. You said what was yours last week? You said
At the end of that, I'll let you read your own lips. At Dak, Dak doesn't react at all.
So what do you think that he actually said?
Jump ball, jump ball. Throw him a jump ball. Throw it up. He's gonna jump. He can beat his defenders. He's gonna catch it, and he's either gonna get the first down or he's gonna get a touchdown. Jump ball for.
Jump ball
Jump
four.
ball for.
Okay. So both of you guys, we appreciate you, Sham. Thanks for your help with that. It was dope. But yeah, so your assessment as far as the game goes, what did you see? What did you like? What was you like about the game? What did you did not like about the game?
Personally, I did not like that my quarterback suffered an aggravated injury to his rib at all.
Mama said he all right though, and Mama said he good.
Yeah, Mama say he good, but I need a doctor and everybody else to say he's good too. But on top of that,
assessment.
yeah, on top of that though, it was great to be able to see Mariota come in and basically Kingsbury be able to use Mariota in a very similar way to still be extremely productive on offense once he got his timing down with the first team, and them still be able to pretty much score on every drive. So I think the punter only punted one time. And to be able to have that happen after such a dynamic rookie goes out early and have a defensive score, because our defense hadn't showed up all season. So even if they got a good practice with a subpar offense like Carolina, it still was good to see them do that. So they might have a little confidence going into this game with Chicago. So those are the things that I saw that was good that happened, and the one thing that was kind of bad that happens. But I hope he's there for this matchup to be the number 2 pick in the draft versus the number 1 pick in the draft. And I'm sure it's going to be a sold-out game. So that should be good for this Sunday.
Yeah, that'd be a good storyline for the week as well. The one thing that I would say that I liked about the game, and I'm going to thank Nate for this, because I said something a couple of episodes ago, but for some reason it's a total 180 and 180 degree flip. We picked up you guys as offensive line coach from last year, and apparently you guys had the worst offensive line like in the NFL. But for some odd reason, he's over here with us, and that pocket was clean all day. I don't know what is going on with this guy, but as far as like the personnel, I don't know if New York wasn't letting him coach the way he wanted to coach, if they just he didn't have the right players. But the quarterbacks are literally as clean as they can ever be. Like Mariota was just back there just counting, sipping coffee, seeing who was open, and then tossing the ball. I was just like, you should look at it.
Hey, Peasy.
All of
Peasy.
Huh?
Can I ask Peasy a question?
Yes.
Peasy,
Yes.
who did the Commanders play again?
The North and South Carolina Panthers.
Oh,
Two states, one team.
See, but even so, not even the Carolinas. It's everybody that's been throughout this whole entire week. Our lineman has been destroying everybody. It's just been going on.
okay.
Sorry
so,
to say.
So
Okay, yeah, it's your moment. It's okay. Go ahead. Come on, Dallas.
Oh yeah.
Y'all been
So
holding-
we
y'all been holding
we
for-
said it, y'all was about
for
to
20
explode. So
for
you
20 minutes.
yes.
I know that's been so tough. For 20
You know what I
minutes
mean?
last week, we've been able to start it off with you talking for Jerry Jones for 20 minutes, and to be quiet for you won't quiet the full 20, but even just 20 minutes not to be able to talk freely. Go ahead. Go
He
ahead.
did say last week though,
let me
after
get
the
in
rant, that
position.
he wasn't gonna say nothing else for the rest of the show, but he couldn't do it.
He couldn't do it.
No, I said my piece. And
The floor is yours.
And the world echoed pretty much everything I said.
It's still echoing.
Now, it's a new week, and I'm going to say this.
Well, and he said something today, so don't forget to point out what he talked about today.
Put that in there too.
Okay, listen. I just looked, and I seen what the future is going to hold. Peasy, are you ready?
Yes, sir. I'm listening.
Do like this. Do like this. Do like this, Peasy. Do like this.
Simon says,
do like this. You know what this
What
means,
does my
Peasy?
brethren Simon
What's
say?
that mean?
This right here means we about to go on a run.
A
We about to
run.
go on a run.
Run.
6 out of 8. 6
Breathe
out
through
of
your nose so you can get oxygen.
6 out of the next 8 weeks,
This just isn't fair.
we're going to win. 6 out of the next 8 weeks. 6 out of the next 8 weeks.
It's really not.
Win.
We're going to run. Now, when we look, Peasy,
Yes,
when
sir.
we look at the schedule, right? I'm sorry, Dallas. Hold on. Dallas wants to be single. Look at Dallas. I'm sorry, Dallas. Hold on 1 second, boy. When we look at
All Dallas fans want
the
to be
Commanders
seen.
played the Jets. Good game, guys. 20-17. Good game. Then they played the Dolphins. 6-13. Great game, guys. I wish we would have won those games.
I'm
The
about to
next
go
game, y'all
upstairs and
played
get my violin. This is crazy.
Patriots.
I know,
The
right?
I might as well
Patriots.
get him.
Singing.
That's a good game, guys. Y'all won 20-10. Then y'all played the Buccaneers. 20-37. The Buccaneers won. Sucks. But hey,
Who you
y'all
talking
won the other week.
What are we talking
Then
about?
y'all played the
I guess
Giants.
he's just
and
supporting
y'all won
your winning record. I don't know.
18-21.
Bye.
Nate,
I thought he was
Nate,
supposed
all
to be
y'all
talking
had
about
to
the
do was kick
Cowboys.
a field
Now
goal,
you talking about
Nate.
y'all winning record and
you-
how
are
you
you
got
talking
I
about
there.
know, but
Giants?
I'm like,
Oh.
why would he?
Hold on.
Why he
What
talking
I'm
to us
showing
about
y'all
this?
is y'all ain't played nobody, boy. Y'all ain't played with 2 people, boy. Y'all ain't played
I
nobody.
think you just play who's on the
Man,
schedule.
listen.
I mean, I don't know what.
6
That's what I
out of the
thought.
next
Just play who there.
Everybody started 0-0
Right.
when we started the season.
November
Everybody
24th will be the day.
0-0.
Just-
We 5-2,
just-
and you all are what?
I ain't
Hey,
know you could
peace,
skip around
peace.
and decide who you
November
want to play.
20 I told y'all what was going to happen. November 24th will be the day we will become the number 1 in the NFC East. And we ain't taking it back. Nobody ain't going to get it back then. And then we're going to lose in the playoffs. I ain't
so a
saying we're
month
going to
from
win
now.
the Super Bowl, but we're going to
So a
win
month
it.
from now.
This
So a
is
month
why
from now, y'all
nobody
gonna be
like
number
you.
1 in the
Now,
NFC.
This is just like
A
crazy.
month from now.
Yeah, I thought he
No,
had.
a month
I thought
from
he
now.
had something to say.
Hey, I mean, he's telling the truth.
Oh, man.
We're seeing
I mean, all
truth.
he did was just read
I
your
guess.
schedule and tell us why y'all 4-2 or whatever y'all are.
And showed y'all how y'all ain't played nobody.
Hey,
And showed
Jakar.
y'all how y'all ain't played nobody. So y'all can celebrate
Jakar.
those wins.
You
I
supposed
wish
to
we played the
celebrate your
Boys Club
wins.
and the YMCA and
The boys club in the YMCA.
Hey,
yeah, and Dewey Brothers
bro.
and
Hey,
and State
Jakar.
and Standard Products. I wish we played those teams in there right there. Then we
Hey,
would sit here and gloat like
your
y'all
dog
too.
looks sad just like that prediction you just made. Y'all ain't about to win, bro.
Hey, now
Can't
you
tell him nothing, bro. You can't tell him nothing, man.
Hey,
You
you
know,
should
this-
do like Mike
I'm
Wallace.
gonna need bow ties.
You should be
'cause my
quiet.
forehead is just
Turn your mic off.
confused.
I am quiet, but
That
I
guy
guarantee
over there
you
needs
gonna
to turn
be
his
just
mic
as
off.
quiet as I am on November 24th.
Oh yeah, for
November
sure.
24th. Come back,
November
Nate.
24th.
Nate, the week of November 24th, I need you back here, all right?
Hey, look, I'm there, and this what I want you to do. I'm gonna send it to you. When you lose, you can put the giant loser chain on with me.
He won't be
Nate,
wearing that chain.
I won't be
Yeah,
wearing that.
Hey, now, we're not making a deep playoff run, no.
No, so that,
And we're not doing
that
Super
might be a
Bowl.
fun part.
But
We're
he's
not
not
doing
wearing that
Super Bowl.
chain.
We can
We're
make some
telling
fun,
y'all.
embarrassing
That
bets.
look like that chain
can be
Paul
fun.
Pierce
telling
wearing
y'all
right
before
now.
we get to the playoffs. We telling y'all before we get to the playoffs. We don't have Super Bowl aspirations right now.
No.
Not right now. Because we know what owner we got. We know what owner we got. But we know we gonna beat y'all. We know we gonna win the NFC.
Can you do me a favor
did Jim
and
Moore
talk
into
about
the
what Jerry
conversation?
Jones said today?
Get to the
Get
news.
to the news.
I mean,
quit
Yeah,
believing
hey,
on the
this is what I
fact
need
that
to hear.
Washington is 5-2
Hey, listen.
and you're not. Just talk
Here-
about
here's the
your
thing.
owner.
Here's the thing. Jerry Jones is just like Dan Snyder.
Dan
don't
ain't,
care about
Dan
Jerry
ain't in the
Jones.
league no more.
We don't care. We don't care about Jerry Jones. We know Jerry Jones is delusional. We know. We also we don't believe. Dak Prescott told y'all. I took stock. I stopped taking stock in what Jerry Jones says a long time ago, because Jerry Jones be talking to be talking.
Okay, but what
Yeah,
did he
he
say?
knows he messed up on Derrick Henry. He knows it, but he's not going to come out and tell y'all that. But what I will tell y'all is this. I will tell y'all this. I will tell y'all this. The running back that we're going to get out of the draft, out of the first round, is from Boise State. I will tell y'all that.
Oh, that dude
You're
nasty.
not gonna be able to get him.
No,
Okay.
you're not gonna be. You
All
have
right.
to tank the season as you
Exactly.
normally would
Okay.
You
in
can't
order
win
to
no
get
more
him.
games.
All right. They said the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
thing
yeah.
about
You
Zeke.
so you can't be.
Whoa,
You can't go to the
whoa, whoa,
playoffs and
whoa.
try to get him at the
Same
same
thing
time.
about Zeke.
It's just not
Don't
gonna happen.
cry now because y'all know who we gonna get.
We're just telling you the
I'm just
facts.
telling
You
you.
gotta lose more
Okay.
games.
How y'all?
All
I want
right.
to know how you gonna pull this miracle off.
I'm telling you.
Same way we got Dez Bryant. The same way we went and got Ezekiel Elliott. The same way we went and got CeeDee Lamb fell in our. You don't think
Yeah,
this cat
CeeDee
gonna
Lamb.
fall in our lap? And CeeDee Lamb fell in our lap. Listen, one
CeeDee
thing
Lamb
I
went
know
like
about
y'all
Jerry
was like
Jones
pick.
is this.
Didn't he? Wasn't he like the 7th pick or something?
One thing I know about Jerry Jones is this: once he gets embarrassed, and he's already been embarrassed,
He
this
embarrassing
is when he
himself
make
though.
his bold move to try to smooth us over. So I'm almost guarantee you that our first draft pick, it's gonna be a splash, boy.
Yeah,
But
but
we
right
talk
now
about
he's
that
I
later. We
mean,
talk
embarrassing.
about
since
that
we
later.
being for
Commanders are running the East right now, PZ.
Right.
But one thing that me and you both know, and I'm gonna just do this from now on. Every week when we start, I'm gonna just do this.
all right, cool. Um,
Okay.
so since we are being forced to sit through
No.
this Dallas Cowboys talk, let's talk about some stuff that was brought up today. So Troy Aikman doesn't like the way your wide receivers are running routes. And Mike McCarthy
Right.
seems to
Yeah.
think
I
that
saw that.
Troy Aikman is not a voice that people listen to and he doesn't care what he says. Let's talk about that. So let's talk about something current.
Yeah. The quarterback.
Mike McCarthy has to say that. Mike McCarthy has to say that. He has to take back the lot.
Yeah.
He has to take
He has to
the
defend the team. You know,
he has
it's
to
just
defend his team.
just like our fathers. If you say something about the kids, dad's gonna come out and say, "Hey, don't talk about my son like that."
Right. And then I'm gonna pull you to the side and I'm gonna say, see, even he sees it.
Oh, he ain't pulling nobody to the side though. He ain't coming. He ain't pulling Troy
Boy, I
Aikman
tell you
nowhere.
what, hey Peasy, one thing I
But
do
even
know.
but even if the but based off of what he was even talking about, they even showed like clips of your receivers running or starting out of their routes. They did look a little lazy. So even with that, like how do you guys looking at what he said and what you saw and putting those two together?
And keep in mind that it was said today, and it's true that Troy Aikman he watches tapes for a living. That's his job. So there's got to
Yeah.
be some truth.
Yeah, and he is one of your, he is your main Super Bowl winning quarterback.
He the
Hey,
one.
So
listen,
if he knows one thing, is he knows
hey,
he knows the receivers' routes.
listen. The critiques of Troy Aikman are those of Troy Aikman and Troy Aikman
Oh my
alone.
God.
Had they asked me for my critiques, they would have been a lot worse than Troy Aikman.
Okay.
So
Right.
I respect Troy Aikman. I respect everything Troy Aikman says, and I use it as the gospel. The man won us 3 Super Bowls.
Can we get a clip
Um,
of that of Troy Aikman going off back in 90 something when he was going off? It was Barry Switzer's team, I think it was, and he was going off, and the sideline coach had to. All right, same thing.
Same thing. Same exact thing, PZ. Great take on that. Same exact thing. Yeah, we respect what Troy said.
Send it to me, please. I put
But
it
Troy
up.
ain't
All
said
right.
anything no different than what we've been saying for years on a lot of different players. Man, Zeke run 9 yards and he let me out. Derrick Henry just ran, what was that, 80 yards or something? The very next play he was in there and ran the ball 2 more times before they
And he
took him
didn't
out.
want him to come out.
And he didn't even want to come out. Thanks, Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, we know what we are. And we know what y'all ain't. The problem is y'all are caught up in the smoke that we normally call up in. We normally the team that say everything y'all saying and have the hoopla y'all saying right now. We know how that feels.
You
Enjoy
want
it.
to know the difference? You want
And
to know
there
the
is no
difference?
difference.
I like
There
my
is
owner.
no
You want
difference.
to know
That's the
the
difference.
difference?
I like my owner.
The difference, right?
Why we
That's
winning?
one difference. The difference is that we understand where we were we understand where we are now. You guys are like in a delusional space of always thinking you are
We
somewhere
still in
else.
high school,
And the
apparently,
last time
according to
y'all,
y'all.
and the last time y'all won the Super Bowl was what year?
We are not. We all right, Sham, Nate. Let me ask y'all this question:
What's up?
If out of any conversation you've had with anybody outside of the NFC East as far as trash talk, knowledge of the game, any type of conversation like that, do we as everybody opposite of the Cowboys ever talk about Super Bowls
No,
besides them?
and I
Y'all
know.
can't. Y'all don't have
No,
5
no,
of
no, no,
them,
no.
sir.
No,
We
no, no,
ain't
no, no,
talk.
no. I'm just talking about. I mean, no,
We ain't talking about y'all.
Giants
That ain't
no,
even.
no, no,
You didn't
no.
even hear the question
We- I'm
correctly.
talking. We're just talking about trash talk. What we don't like, because to be honest, there's a lot of people at one point in time we didn't like Philly. There's a lot of people who didn't like the Giants. But when we talk noise to each other, we talk noise to talk trash because it's about trash. There is no ever. We won 7 Super Bowls and 5 Super Bowls and 1 Super Bowl, and
No, it's just them.
but that's y'all go to.
Yeah.
No, you
I
That's
don't.
you guys go
I
to.
don't. I
it's
have
usually
Steelers fans friends.
we
They
won
don't
in
do
this
it.
decade.
They don't do it.
So right. So I'm asking. So even with Steelers fans,
No,
do
they
they
don't do
do
it.
it? Is that their go
No,
to
they don't
argument?
do it.
Y'all ain't.
No.
We ain't won.
Patriots fans, they
Listen.
don't do it.
No. The
Niners
Steelers fans are
fans, they
very
don't do
arrogant.
it.
Patriots fans can't. They cheated half of the
They can
damn
do what
Super
they
Bowl.
want. They still got 6.
I'm just saying.
They
It's
cheated.
just, it's just a noticeable difference.
Yeah.
And
That's
you
all.
come,
Giants-
and
the
we don't
Giants-
really follow
guess
those
what?
fans.
Guess
You'll
what?
come to
The
realize
Giants-
there's a lot of that stuff going on within themselves too.
I'm just saying, from the
I see
friends
it in
that
some of
I
the blog
have that are
groups.
those fans, they don't bring it up.
You know who Dak Prescott is? Dak Prescott is Eli Manning.
You
He's
wish.
the cat that y'all
Eli
don't
Manning
want to see win the
has
Super
2
Bowl.
You
Super
wish.
Bowls though.
Yeah,
He's Eli Manning.
Never.
yeah. He's
Peyton Manning.
Eli Manning's
He's
won
Peyton-
more
he's
playoff
Peyton
games.
Manning.
he's the only person. He's the only person that beat Brady twice.
I'm not even a Giants fan. There's a
are you
Giants fan
talking
on the
about?
call, but that's blasphemy.
That's blasphemous.
Okay. All right. Okay, Blast. Okay.
Dak
How you gonna
Prescott's
put
not
Dak
even
in a
Trent
conversation
Dilfer.
with Eli?
Hey,
Okay.
don't do that, Sham.
I'm
Don't do
doing
that.
it.
Quarterback finished second in the MVP.
Don't
My
do
That
that.
is
quarterback
hilarious.
finished second
Don't
MVP.
do
His
that.
numbers was better than
Because
Lamar.
Trent Dilfer got a Super Bowl ring does not mean anything.
I'm just saying, stop it.
Man,
on a super.
Since y'all like
defensive
talking
Ravens
about Super
team.
Bowls,
Get
he's
outta
not
here.
even Trent Dilfer. Stop it.
That's true.
My only knock on Eli is the fact
They
like
won 1 Super
that's
Bowl.
what people
Tracy.
hang their
She
hat on the
don't
fact that he
deserve
won
any
2 Super
response.
Bowls, but they don't ever. But people don't ever talk about the fact that Eli, like that, we had the most dominant run game
We got more than that.
in NFL, and we had the most dominant defense. And anybody that know anything about football know for a fact you could put any quarterback on that team as long as he don't do what Eli almost did, which was turn the ball over. You supposed to win. Period. That's the only knock that I have is that people always hang their hats on the fact that he won Super Bowls. I'm not taking that away from him.
Because it was the defense that won that Super Bowl. I've argued that with Giants fans all
I
the
mean,
time. You're the only Giants fan that says that because the most of the time, no, Eli, he was good.
no, he wasn't. He was 174 and
So if
174.
you go back and you look at the numbers,
He's like a
you go
500
back and
quarterback.
you look at the numbers. He's one of
Right.
the top. He's one of the
But he won
top. He's
Super
one of the
Bowls.
leading interception throwers of
Yes.
his era.
I was just
Because
saying he
you
had
could
more
watch
than
the
that.
games and be
That's
like-
all I was saying.
You'd be like, all right, here it comes, interception, and you, I mean, you'd be just like that.
In the regular
So
season.
this is
In
what
the
I would say.
regular
And
season.
again, I
See,
know
I'm talking about Super Bowl.
all my friends know for a fact. I'll be the first person to tell you, like, yeah, I'm an undercover Giants fan, right? Anybody that know me know for a fact. I'll tell you, I hate the Giants, but I'm not rooting for anybody else. If you put Dak Prescott
I know what that feels like.
on a team that Eli Manning had, he would be all pro. He'd be all world on those teams, hands down.
Thank you for your honesty, King.
I don't.
Hands down.
See,
Yes,
that's
sir.
why I don't like Giants fans. You supposed to hate. You supposed to
It's a
come with
fact.
the.
He's just
You supposed to
telling-
come with the heat against the Cowboys fans like the rest of us. What's wrong with you?
Nah, he ain't hated like the rest
it's
of
like
y'all.
everybody against them.
He's speaking his
That's what it
truth.
is.
He's speaking his truth.
You can't. I can't knock it because at the end of the day, again, when like my thing is people are like when it comes to quarterback position now in the NFL. To me, what it is a thing of the quarterback has to carry a team, and besides a Tom Brady-esque type quarterback, it's very few people that can carry a team like that. You get what I'm saying? His defense like Tom Brady defense, people sleep on how good their defenses were. Their defenses were very solid and very, very
With
consistent.
help of the zebras.
You know what I mean? But then when you look at it, like again, look at Dak Prescott. You know, when he has to play, he doesn't have like an elite defense. He has a solid defense, but they're
Time
not
out.
Let's
elite.
stop.
They was pretty elite last season. The Cowboys' defense was pretty elite last season. They had a very
Y'all, they
great
ain't have no run
chance,
game.
but that ain't our fault because that was their first year getting rid of
Well,
Zeke,
Tony
thinking
Pollard was
they
supposed to
had-
be the one.
thinking
No, bro.
Tony Pollard was
I
going to
would
be the
be-
answer.
That
That
was
was the,
And that's where
Yeah, that was
that's
so
their
I
man.
agree.
And guess what,
I'm
Nate?
not knocking it.
Tony
Trash.
Pollard got more yards with the sorry Tennessee Titans right now than he had with the Dallas Cowboys last season. The Dallas
That's
Cowboys
Jerry
got
Jones'
400. Right. Dallas Cowboys have 400 some yards rushing this year, while the running back that wanted to play for them this year has 800 and I believe 867 yards. He has
Yes, I've seen
double
that stat.
for himself
Yeah.
than what their
Thanks,
whole
Jerry.
Cowboy
I saw
rushing.
that stat when it
Yeah,
was earlier.
yeah,
They
because
were like
your
Tony Pollard
owner
has more
said
than the whole
your owner said
running back
he
core.
didn't fit. He ain't fit in the budget. He don't fit in our scheme, our offensive scheme. That's what the owner said. So he choosing not to have a strong run
Man,
game.
he made good
That's
running
what
back
he want,
decisions
Nate.
since Marion Barber.
What?
Rest in peace.
Does that not sound exactly
Oh,
like
yeah,
the New York
for sure.
Giants?
Yeah, the New York Giants. Look, y'all have y'all whole own issue because y'all should have known Saquon was the offense, and he made your quarterback look good because he was the safety valve and could make something happen. But instead,
Out of nothing.
they believed that guy from Duke Blue Devils that was throwing quarterback passes
Boo.
was going to be able to make
Boo.
But that
everybody great.
ain't. But that
Should've
ain't
known
even
from the
true
school he
though.
came
'Cause-
from.
How about
But
Boo.
that's
he
not
came
even
from
true. They didn't even
No, no,
believe
no.
in
If he
him.
ain't if he ain't
They
shooting
didn't.
the orange
No,
ball, I'm not drafting nobody from Duke to play quarterback for me. I'm sorry.
You
No,
don't
here's
think
the
he
deal.
believed in
Hold
it?
on. Hold on. Say that again. It was kind of
I
low.
said
Say it
if he
again.
ain't dribbling the basketball, I ain't drafting nobody from Duke to come
My
play for
man,
me.
see, he knows exactly is what I'm saying. They should have known because from the school he came from. Boo.
Well,
And I digress.
I saw Danny Dimes play in college twice, right? Both games, Danny Dimes he led them to the win. Like Danny Dimes single handedly beat Carolina, and he was running like crazy on them, like
I
crazy.
saw
And
the
I think,
game too.
I mean, he
and
can
one
run
of
the
the
ball,
I
games,
but
saw the
it
game
one of the
too,
just
but
games was a
again,
night game, and I think Danny
who was they
Dimes.
playing?
Eli Jr.
That is who he
This
is.
that
Eli
ain't,
Jr.
it ain't no
Jr.
knock. I'm not taking nothing away from the man,
I
right?
am.
Like again, he's a professional athlete, so he's better than most. But at the end of the day, to do that against Carolina, it ain't like they was in the top
I
5.
like what you said, that
But I
Nate.
would say this
He
too.
got a point.
Basically, Nate.
Up
He
until
got a point.
Basically, Nate. What you're saying is you weren't impressed that he did anything against Carolina.
Huh?
You wasn't impressed that he did anything against Carolina.
No, what I'm saying is if you look at his body of work, based on his body of work, would you, if you was the GM, would he have been at one of your top picks? Period.
No, I would have picked the kid that went to Washington, the kid that died. I can't think of his name. I'm
Dwayne
sorry.
Haskins?
Wayne
Yeah.
Haskins.
I'd have
That was
picked
number
him.
one pick then.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd have picked
Still
Haskins.
would have been
That's
wrong.
way wrong.
That's
still
all.
would've
That's
been
all I'm
wrong.
saying, man. It's
Still would have
like
been wrong, but
I'm not knocking
I
it.
would have picked Haskins.
But
I
I
would
mean,
pick Haskins.
he was what was hot then.
but
Yeah,
and then on top of that, let me ask you this: how long has he been started, and has he shown any improvement?
Yes,
no,
he did.
no.
At what?
He actually did.
He did
Hold
not
on,
warrant
He did.
because
He-
2
he-
seasons
yes.
ago they said they did
Yeah.
not want to keep him. They had no intentions of bringing him back after that season. He played the season
he
of
did
his
play.
life. He was playing
He
for a
played well.
contract to play
Yeah,
somebody else, to where it's play someplace else.
He did get that contract.
And
he
they
did that
changed
contract,
their
yeah.
mind and re-signed him when they shouldn't have. That was
And then he went right back to where
exactly.
he-
They should have
he went
went
right
and
back to where
found,
he-
but
where
the
he
quarterback,
normally
the draft that year was kind of with quarterbacks, and who was on the market that they could get. So they were like, "Screw it, we're gonna keep this dude." And now look at him, he sucks. They had a chance to get away from him and they didn't.
That's a good thing. That's a good segue. I want to see what other quarterback was drafted that year.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, you talking about the 2019 draft with Jones?
Kyler Murray.
Yeah, Kyler Murray was the number 1 pick.
Then it
They
was
were talking
Daniel
about he was too
Jones.
short.
He still is.
Kyler
but,
Murray.
you know, it
Daniel
works.
Jones. Then it went Dwayne
Y'all
Haskins.
could have
Then
got
you
Nick
gotta
Who was
Bosa.
at the
go.
college?
Then you gotta go into like the second or third round to find more quarterbacks because only 11 quarterbacks got drafted in 2019, and they were all way lower.
Ooh,
But
Josh Allen was standing there.
hey, what did I say?
Yeah,
What did
you
I
said,
tell
He
yeah,
was
y'all?
there.
No,
He was
but
yeah,
there.
a lot of people missed on Josh. A lot of people missed on
yeah.
Josh.
Ouch.
Man,
I did
I didn't. I
I
did
did
not.
not.
I was wanting him to come to the, when they said they was
Let
gonna
me
pick
say it
Dwayne.
the
I
right
wanted
way.
him to get
I'm
the.
sorry. Let me say it the right way. A lot of professional people missed on
Oh,
Josh.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
People that
Yeah.
get paid to make
Because
those
I,
decisions
man, look,
missed.
right?
Not the
Yeah, I get it.
Sunday
I get it.
armchair quarterback. Hey, get him.
Yeah.
No, man,
Hey,
look, man,
hey
I'm
Nah.
telling
Nate.
you, I was scouting him big time, and I thought he was like way better, but I knew we weren't gonna get him because of our position of where we was at in the draft that year. I knew he was gonna go like fourth, like third or
Man,
quarterback
Gardner
out,
Minshew
off
would have
the
even
board.
been a better pick.
Nate,
He went.
y'all could have got Josh Dobbs. Yeah, I mean, he's at
They
least
still can.
decent. Y'all could have went and
They still
you
can.
wrong for that. You wrong for that. Y'all could
He is.
y'all
So
He
could
got
okay,
commercials going on, but he ain't playing.
But
you wrong for
again,
that.
look,
Y'all could have got AJ Brown,
again,
son.
it goes back to what I said. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No.
He just
I was just
looking
saying
at
y'all could have got AJ
people
Brown.
that could
But
have.
listen, we
I
went and
mean,
got Tristan
everybody
Hill.
know
He
Y'all
didn't do
picked
hindsight.
Tony
anything.
Yeah,
Pollard in 2019 draft.
right. We know hindsight is 2020. You know,
Yeah.
they really
Mhm.
thought that their pick was going to be solid. They really thought he was going to really fill those shoes, and if not, they'll have some other options by now. They never expected he would put them in a position where they pay him like that, to where they would have to turn away from Saquon. I don't think they saw
right.
that coming, but when the decisions came, it's like they decided to go with a quarterback because they feel like every team has to have a quarterback in order to be successful. And not understanding like those Brock Purdy situations are situations that you want to have. You can have a guy on a rookie deal. If he got all the parts around him, just like we talking about Chicago coming in, Chicago, they got all the talent around that kid. Like he got all stars in every position dang near. So at the end of the day, if you set it up that way, that's better. But they had him believing in that Patrick Mahomes model, thinking like, let's pay these guys like this, and then now the rest of the team is it's a little so-so.
Y'all better get a
You know,
Trent
Dallas
Dilfer.
right now.
Just
Yeah,
kidding.
Dallas right now
So
have a heavy price tag. They paying Dak a lot of money. They paying CD a lot of money, and we know Micah coming
Micah,
next.
yeah.
So at the end of the
So
day, it's a bad system. I think to pay the quarterback the way they paying them right now, because it ain't gonna pan out when it's time to win the Super Bowl.
So this is a great segue based on the conversations going in because, but by the time we record again, I'm thinking no. By the time we record again, I think that will be the end of the trade deadline.
When's the
'Cause I
trade
think
deadline over, Sharon?
Why are you
it's
asking
like
me?
November 5th.
Because I
It's,
figured
no,
it
it's
was.
November 5th.
I think it is.
Hold on. It's November 5th. Hold on. How
So we
much time
got
we
2
got in
weeks
between
left.
there?
This
2
weekend
weeks left.
and
Okay,
next
never mind.
weekend.
Got you. So all right, so cool. But even speaking with the trade deadline, with it approaching, knowing that people need to make some moves, and based off of you guys' team that are not doing so well, what type of splash would you think that you think your team would be able to jump into it? Because Cowboys, y'all definitely need to do something.
Higgins,
Um,
T
huh?
Higgins, T Higgins.
Y'all
Okay.
still think you need another receiver?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Because
need T Higgins.
Garrett is
Give
on the
him an
board.
option. A
Garrett
run,
is on the
You might
board.
as well
game
just ride it out.
line.
You might as well just ride it out with Zeke. Just give him the damn ball. I mean, they love Dowdle to death, but ride it out with Zeke. Stop that running back by committee. See, here's the thing what Dallas don't do. They take away something, but they don't put nothing back. When they got rid of Dez, they said, all right, we wide receiver by committee. Then what they do, they end up trading for Amari Cooper. Same situation right now going on in the
Did the
running back.
same thing. The same damn
Same.
thing for a 6th-round draft
We
pick.
know our team. We know what our team going to do and can't do. And we know that this trade deadline, they ain't finna do nothing this year. Jerry Pride is hurt. And so when Jerry's emotions get hurt, that's when stupid stuff happens, like firing Wade Phillips, firing Jimmy Johnson, getting rid of Amari Cooper. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. This upcoming offseason, oh, it's going to be bright, baby.
I don't have an issue
Man,
with
that's
running
the same
back
thing
by
y'all
committee.
said. It's the same thing y'all said 7 weeks ago. Y'all was all in.
Okay.
And now you where you
No,
are.
I've
It's kind
never
of weird.
said all in. That was
Yourself
Jerry
with
Jones. Y'all keep believing Jerry Jones, y'all want to. If you see a real Cowboy
Oh,
fan, we're
we,
gonna say,
we never do. No one does. No one does. So Nate,
Yeah.
so with the so
The same
in
question?
the
Is it the same question?
same question as far as like that. What do you think that you guys need to change if you could change something immediately that's in the that the free agency could help you guys out with?
Not a thing. Dump the juice. Dump the juice. Let it burn. They need to let it burn and wait to wait. And honestly, man, like it's no fixing this one thing, right? And I say that wholeheartedly. Again, there's nothing that they can do right now to fix anything with this organization, right? They have to blow it up and kind of start fresh. I like the coach. I think that he's willing to make some tough decisions. He's willing to to go against the grain,
Mm-hmm.
but when you think about it, unless you starting from the helm, everything else ain't gonna really matter. Everything else ain't gonna really matter because their offense is designed around him. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Defensively, again, they can bring in solid pieces, but if your offense not putting up points, it ain't but so much a defense can do to keep people from scoring. And you're not gonna blank somebody in the NFL consistently. Like that's just not gonna happen.
So what
You
do you think
playing
that will help
elite
y'all with
players.
scoring?
So to me, like I was just looking at all the draft picks that the Giants had since 2019, and most of these dudes like ain't even on the rosters. They not even playing, but you spending top picks for people that ain't even on the team anymore. That's crazy to me.
Hey,
We did that
that is
today
wild.
too.
That's crazy to me, man. Like it's a waste. It's like why what are you doing with these top picks other than them going somewhere else and doing amazing things? Like whoever
No,
they like
that's a
whoever they
commanders
scouts are need to
bad
be
story.
fired.
It's just so you need a new scouting team is what you need.
I man, we
He
listen,
needs some
man.
management change, is what I'm hearing. Not
It's
even.
Mm-hmm.
man,
It's
listen.
not
For sure.
the personnel to be
It's not
handled if they
players.
change
Yeah.
the management team, is what I'm hearing from
It's
Nate and the
it's it's
Giants.
That's
ridiculous,
what it
man.
sounds like to me too.
We all
It's
need a higher
absolutely
roller.
ridiculous.
What about you, Shan? What the Eagles? They need any mid-season trades?
I know what they need, but I mean they need an offensive lineman and they need some DBs. The name that's out there is Buda Baker from Arizona, but I think the Ravens want him too. So it's and the Saints, the Ravens and the Saints are kind of fishing for him as well. Um, for me, with Jordan Mailata now being on injured reserve and Lane Johnson just being old, so you got like a right tackle and a left tackle that's just like we need an offensive lineman. That's how I always look at it.
Got you.
What about you,
Okay.
sir? What about us? What you want?
Um, there's a couple of people that came across the chopping block. They was talking about even with Josh Allen being out, we still need to
Josh
probably
Allen.
beef up the. I mean, not Josh Allen.
You mean Allen
Jonathan.
Jonathan?
Jonathan. The fact that he's out for the year, they're probably that I know that they're going to just choose people off of the practice squad and pull that part. So I know they're not going to go after Myles Garrett contract. But I do know that we need DBs. Like we need DBs like nobody else's
Sure, that's the
business.
whole league.
Um, um, so, what's my guy from Cleveland? They said he's on the chopping block. They no, not is it Denzel Ward? I think that's what his name is.
Corner or
Yeah,
safety? I think something like that.
I think it's a corner. So they put his name out there for the for trade talks to see who who can where his landing spots would be. But technically, right now, where we would need to just have some depth on some positions is either defensive line and what you call it, cornerbacks. Because right now everybody else is playing moderately well enough above average to not be necessarily a needed spot, except for our D line and cornerbacks. So that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. I definitely think we need some edge rusher because I don't. Our pressure is hit or miss. Like when we have
Mm-hmm.
pressure, I'm usually surprised. So if we had somebody that, regardless, he can get to the quarterback, that'd be great. And on the back
Mm-hmm.
end, I mean, any help on the back end from the safeties to the corners would be a big help. But that could be all four of them. So we can't probably fix all of that in one trade, but we can get some frontline pressure on the defensive line if we got a guy. But unless
I
they
think Shin
bring Chase
is playing
Young
very
back
well.
so he don't waste his time with the Saints, but he got to really hit his fire. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
That'd be an interesting bring back.
it would be. That's what
Interesting.
I thought about for him, but I don't know. I don't know what he got in his tank.
Matter of fact, didn't they let him go?
Who, Saints? I don't think they
The
let him
Saints.
go yet. I think they're still trying to see what they could do.
He was
And
he played the other day.
yeah,
He
Oh, he
was,
did.
and I
Okay.
think Derek Carr may be coming back a little early, so he kind of give them more hope. Because without Derek Carr, the Saints season just went a whole
Yeah,
nother
That's
way.
so
something.
And Derek
That's
Henry
something
really
you
don't-
would have never
yeah.
heard anybody say without Derek Carr. Somebody's
yeah,
season.
right.
Mhm.
That's what I'm
Raiders,
saying.
Derek Carr.
Yeah, the
Right.
Raiders, Derek Carr. So without
So
Derek Carr,
how you feel about Max Crosby? You think he's
you know I don't want him to lead the Raiders.
but he's another potential person out there though.
He is. I don't want him to lead the Raiders, but he costs a lot too. I really don't want to spend that kind of money over there because eventually Jaden's going to deserve the money. That's a lot of money to put over there right now. So we'll see.
And we can't hold Jaden Daniels money for the next rookie year contract. That's 5 years.
It all
We gotta have
depends.
Wait, is
somebody.
Washington
It all
still the
depends.
second
Sometimes you
richest
lock 'em
team
up
in the NFL?
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
got money.
in
That's what
terms
I'm
of
trying to say.
value,
We
but
got
the
money.
cap is the cap, though. Cap is the cap. You can't
Yeah,
spend
it's
more
true.
than the cap. We ain't
That's
the
where they
Yankees.
do them underhand deals.
Yeah, you can't do the Yankees thing.
You know, this
Look,
is
we
a
can give them
mattress
some
company.
NIL.
You'll be the
Bro. We can give them
spokesman.
NIL, man.
Yeah.
You can be the
Yeah.
spokesman for this mattress company out of Washington D.C. if you just sign here. Wink, wink.
So
Eastern Motors,
as
it jobs
speaking
you
of that,
credit.
so we are closing in on the end of the podcast, but that is a good segue question before we get into the closing portion of it. As far as like the NIL deals and players getting paid and things of that nature, because we talked about it last week. As far as like when people get their money, they don't play as well anymore. You know what I mean? Once they get that bag, and as you can tell, based off of what Peasy was brought up earlier about San Francisco,
Yo,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Debo,
people got bags.
Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey, like everybody,
They got
and nobody on
they
the
got-
field.
They got bags,
Yeah.
and they all out for the
Everybody
season.
that contract is secure with all the money
They got,
somehow has found themselves on the sideline.
I'm just saying,
They
that's
are
just
on that
weird.
Kawhi
Yeah.
Leonard. They got that Kawhi Leonard thing down in the NFL.
I think I'm going to sit out again until
Man,
I'm healthy.
Because right now, I'm like, what is Christian McCaffrey's injury? He hadn't played this season. What is his injury?
you know,
what did they said it? Matt, Peasy,
I
didn't
thought
you
it was
send that
a
to me
shoulder.
earlier?
It's been a-
You sent
Was
me
it
like
a shoulder?
I did. I sent the injury.
You sent the injury report like they
I
gave it
sent
like
the
a
injury
little
report. It
breakdown.
says, check the text.
My phone is
Hold
my
on, you
camera,
see.
so I can't look at it. But
Hold
he
on,
was
give
like
me one second.
he was like the first person.
D-
But I think you sent it in Instagram. or
Debo
something
was
like
in the
that.
hospital. He left the hospital. I have no
He had a
idea.
heart condition.
He had a what?
Heart condition.
No, he got pneumonia.
Oh,
Hold on,
they-
it's coming.
You see that?
yeah,
All
he
that
had
stuff?
pneumonia.
He got
Oh.
pneumonia. He got
Hey,
fluid in
Jaden
his
Daniels
mouth.
ribs.
It's Christian McCaffrey's injury.
think-
I don't know.
Hold on, this case coming. Hold on, I think.
The 49ers got
Debo
a black
Samuel's
cat.
pneumonia.
They got
I
a
thought
black
it was
cat
a
that crossed
shoulder.
them. They had kickers.
No, it's
Debo
called,
Kickers
it's called
that
the
got
Madden
hurt.
curse. It's called the Madden curse.
Brandon Ayuk.
Peyton Hillis.
ACL tear.
yeah, ACL, and MCL. Yeah, that's that.
MCL.
Oh, that was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, his is
D-
a
DK
real
Metcalf.
injury.
Injuries.
This
ACL
thing,
injury.
this thing gonna boil right on down to the last week.
Deshaun Watson, which the way they're talking about him, that's bad.
No, that's an Achilles.
Yo,
Achilles.
speaking of, Shan
Oh,
was showing how
McCaffrey
they
was
was
an Achilles.
how they was booing.
Yeah.
how-
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, that's what it was. Exactly.
Was it Achilles?
Achilles
It was an Achilles.
tendonitis.
Now she
Yeah.
Achilles tendonitis.
That's what it says.
That's called arthritis to me.
Oh,
That's
that's
what I
swelling.
thought.
That's what it
Just
sounds
take
like.
you
That's
one
what-
meloxicam
that's
daily.
just
You right.
soreness.
I know when I was in the gym and I was back in the powerlifting, you get inflammation in your joints all the time as you got older. Like from 35 up, I started getting inflammation in my joints all the time.
But you know what? What you just said, like Shaman sent me a clip where the Cleveland Browns fans was chanting "You deserve it" to Deshaun
That
Watson.
Yeah.
was man,
Yes.
yeah. We definitely talked about that.
That's terrible. Come on, Cleveland.
that was
Y'all
horrible.
can do better than that.
Look, I know it's been
Like,
If you don't like the guy, you know what I'm saying?
You've been burning jerseys since LeBron left the first time.
Yeah, Cleveland,
It's
ain't.
getting crazy,
Yeah.
Cleveland. Come on, guys. Like,
Yeah.
you can't do stuff like that. Like, this kid trying to play, he might not be playing well, but as soon as he get hurt, you can't just be like, hey, you deserve it.
I was sitting there
Racial
thinking about that,
undertones.
and that whole just that whole scene just in general. But could you imagine the magnitude as you are the person that's hearing that from thousands of people?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like no
blood, sweat, and tears on the line every Sunday. And,
there's nobody that can pat you on the back and say it's okay when you hearing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He did.
Like,
he was crying.
Yeah.
We were trying to decide what the
I don't
tears
know.
were for, though.
Because I feel like you can't really. I don't know if he can come back and play for the
He
city.
can't come play
Cleveland.
for nobody.
wouldn't.
He probably done.
I probably would.
He can come to New York. That's a lie.
But you know, who will?
They've done it.
No. He'll be a backup. He'll be a backup, but he's not.
You know who will sign him?
definitely not Gumphrey,
Captain Save a Negro is my owner.
Who?
What, Philly?
Yeah,
Oh.
he like to sign.
Hey, put him down there in Miami. When they replace Tua.
I don't know if they. We'll see how Tua
That's an interesting spot. But no, don't put him down in Miami. You see what he got trouble for in Cleveland? That is horrible.
I forgot Miami. Oh yeah.
Imagine when it's 75.
Boy. He's at the Pollers now.
No.
I got you, Dallas. Hold on, boy.
No, you can't do that. That's horrible. No, we don't want to do that. We're trying to make his life a little easier.
Hey, while you playing though, that might make his life that much better. Because when he was down there wilding,
Hey man, that's the Tiger Woods. Never mind, I ain't even
Wilding,
winning.
Nate, I ain't even
Maybe
think
the Tiger
about
Woods
that.
theory.
That might
My
really
bad.
be his superpower. We got him all out here being a good citizen. He don't play good
Hey.
ball.
He
when
needs to
he
be a villain.
citizen.
You want the man to be a villain?
hey,
All you got to do is get me hoes.
Yeah.
Get me some hoes. I'll win the Super Bowl for you.
Sometimes,
So, like
hey,
Mike,
our coach
like
used
back
to
in the day
tell
with
us,
Mike. Like Mike used to go.
Yeah,
Hey,
sometimes
LT will tell you.
you be like, you
LT
gotta
will
be
tell
a
you.
Viking.
Hey, listen, I ain't paying attention to no playbooks. Let me bump a couple
Yeah,
lines.
you gotta
I'll
have
go out
some
there and get
Vikings
40
on the
sacks
team.
from you.
You just
Gotcha.
didn't know that your Viking was the quarterback, but sometimes the quarterback be the Viking on the team.
Y'all are horrible. Y'all are horrible.
Deshaun don't look the same, and that might be what's wrong. Unfortunately, he needs some. I don't know how to
These
say
are
it.
not the thoughts and opinions of Sham Jones.
Yeah, see, I knew it was coming.
I'm not saying do it illegally. I'm not saying doing it illegally, but he needs some people that's going to be able to sign off on that for him. I mean,
Yeah.
unfortunately, Diddy's in jail, but he would have been able to help. But
This dude said, unfortunately, Diddy's in jail.
Freak offs. Here's your
Freak offs.
complimentary baby oil.
Freak offs.
Hey, listen. Check this out.
Talking about freak offs.
I have a date. I
Oh,
have a date that I want y'all to remember. It's going to be a very important date.
November 24th.
yeah, you already told us
You say
November
November
24th.
24th.
We already know about
it.
November 24th.
yeah. You better
Somebody
not
mute
say
We already know about November 24th. January
the
5th.
camera off.
January
The gum is
5th.
kicking
You
in.
look
The gum
at
is kicking in.
a lot of
We
teams.
got February 5th now?
You look
Okay.
at a lot of teams and a lot of divisions. January 5th is going to be a great day for football.
J5. Okay. Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Thank you. That
I got to
really.
What's
we,
up?
we don't know what that means. We just have to wait till January 5th to find out, I guess.
Until then, I'm
Yeah.
gonna say October 27th is gonna be a great day of football too. So everybody keep watching.
You know, December
Y'all- y'all
25th,
October 27th.
Thanking Day, all of those gonna be good days.
Y'all got the Giants. Y'all got the Bears.
You already told me.
Y'all got the Bears, then y'all got the
Yeah,
Giants. Then y'all
tell-
got the Steelers. That's the first real game. And then y'all got the Eagles.
See,
That'll be decent.
this is
Then y'all come to
this
home.
has been a
Y'all
great
come
show
to
for
your daddy.
segues.
Then you come to your daddy. Actually, your daddy comes
this
to
has
you.
been a great show for
Daddy
segues.
comes to you.
So boo.
January 5th
Right now-
is the last game of the season when the Eagles play the Giants
that's us.
and the Cowboys play the Commanders.
Yeah, and we
Matt
probably
Oh, we'll be
and by that
resting our
time,
starters by then.
exactly, you be playing the second team. Y'all ain't doing nothing after that.
We
Resting
starting
our
everybody.
Okay.
He said y'all starting everybody. Okay, so we
Don't let it be a
we-
game
we-
that decides who goes to the playoffs.
We are at the
At that
segment
point, you should
of
already know.
predictions, people. We are at the segment of the predictions. So, with Giants, you guys are playing who next week? That's
The Steelers.
the
The
playing
Wayne
Steelers.
County Boys
Oh
Club.
yeah, they got a prime.
So you
They
got
got a
Steelers.
prime time
So
game on TV.
They
again.
sure do.
yeah, 8 o'clock. True that.
America's
True
team,
that.
the
So
Steelers.
everybody gets to see this one.
Russell Wilson. Hey. There you
So
go.
again,
Taking jabs again.
we're going. I gotta ask Nate. Who do you think wins? I know your answer, but gotta ask it.
So you
We
think
think
gonna
we'll
win
The
win.
it?
real team of Pennsylvania.
Prediction for the fight.
Probably.
Prediction. Yes, prediction.
Club Lane.
Pain. A lot.
No, pain. He say pain.
That's
It's
what I
pain.
predicted.
Pain. Okay, so that's.
Do you have
we
a
got your
score?
prediction
You
for
got
the
that
Steelers?
score to come with that prediction?
I don't put a lot of stock. I don't put a lot of stock in the quarterback change. That who you said Russell Wilson coming back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I give him. I go 21-10.
21-10 Steelers.
21-10.
They just put up 30-something points, the most they ever put up all season. That past Sunday, Steelers might put up a little more than that.
Yeah, well, you never
Where's
know.
the game
The
at?
defense might show up.
Hey Sham,
defense might
will
show
it be
up.
another 40
Probably
burger?
not.
No, we'll ask when we get to us. We'll see what she says when she gets to us. Normally, she's already 1 for 1, so you just hold your horse. So, okay. All right, Sham, you guys
The
have
Bengals. The
the
Bungles.
Bengals.
Ooh, the improved Bengals.
Yes, which kind of scares
Slightly
me. It scares
improved.
me a little bit.
Slightly improved.
They on the up.
Slightly
They on the
improved.
uptick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See,
That's a
but I
1 o'clock
always
game.
think we're gonna lose
Yeah.
unless we play the Giants. So I say 20.
Where is that game at? Is it in Cincy?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So I say that we probably won't win, and it'll be 24-21.
A close game? Okay,
It's gonna be low.
for sure. All right, PZ.
Yes,
what
sir.
you got?
Cowgirls and 49ers.
The battle at the Bay. Let's see, Cowgirls. I see what you did there.
The team of the 90s. Who owns the 90s in 2020?
The battle at Santa Clara.
And 4.
Yeah. 21-14, Cowboys up.
Said 21-14.
Cowboys.
Yes.
Only 14.
Yes.
It's gonna be no field goal
Ain't
game.
got no
Okay.
Yeah,
offense.
'cause, you know, he don't
All
think
touchdowns.
they're going to score much because they don't
Nobody.
have a lot of people playing.
They don't
They
have a
all
lot of
gone.
the starters. I mean, yeah, they all gone or either question.
Kittle can't do it alone.
Until they see the Cowboys, they're going to come back and
That's
play.
gonna be a test for Purdy though, because he don't have nobody.
Nobody.
And Micah might be coming back this week.
I ain't got nobody.
What you say,
No.
Ty? You got the same score?
What you got, sir?
I got Dallas by more than 10 points.
More than
I don't
10?
care what, more than 10. Dallas by more than 10.
So it can be 10-0.
It could be 10-0 and I'm good.
Got you. I'm mad we almost had a shutout last game, but they didn't do it.
And they let them
listen.
spaghetti play.
Hey guys,
Trying to kill that
y'all
kid.
have fun for 8 weeks. Y'all have fun for 8 weeks.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
here to
Let
tell
us
y'all.
enjoy it. That's what we're
I'm
doing.
here to tell y'all right now,
It just
Season.
never stops.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I'm
we about to
saying,
want to run.
matter of fact, we are the top 3 offense in the league.
in,
So
coach.
go ahead and put that out there.
Damn buddy.
All right, Sam, what you got, brother?
Is Jaden going to play?
Hey.
What you think, Yusef? Jaden going to play?
If he do play, he ain't gonna play long.
Ready for next week?
Which is
I
nonsense.
don't know.
Oh,
I see Richard.
we ready? I'm ready.
Well, we ready.
Quick.
We ready.
But
I would like to hear
I
y'all
have a
prediction.
score.
Though. I would.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Dallas have a hard time of, being quiet and respectful to the other people, but it's just Cowboys fans in nature. I just want the world to be able to see this for themselves. This isn't scripted. This is unscripted right now. This is just really them doing them.
They're
I just
exactly
want y'all to know.
who we said
We
they
not
were.
telling
Y'all know
them
who we
what to
are.
do. This is just how they act.
right, exactly.
So,
Y'all know
Exactly
what we
who
are.
we know you to be.
Shout out to everybody who's
yeah,
just
I
like
see.
me. We won 5 of them things.
It's-
They not like us.
God.
so
They not like us.
Yusef, I'm gonna say Jaden's going to play.
Because he just got bruised ribs,
I know.
so it's just a bruise.
I'm gonna say he's gonna play,
but we just want to hopefully it's not as.
I think he's looking forward to this. He didn't get picked number 1. He got picked number 2.
Yeah.
So
he
for
won
sure.
the
with that
Heisman
said,
though, so he got one up on him,
he do, but he also in the league now.
and he's better than him.
Yeah.
We know that, but he wants to show that. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 32-21, Washington.
32-21. So another 30 burger.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to lie to you. I think it's going to be in the 30s as well because we've scored 30 points or more, only except for like 2 games.
The real game.
So I think it's going to be in the 30s as well. So I think I said 34-17 last time, and they scored 40. So I'm going to stick around I'm going to say 37.
I feel a 40 in my spirit this week.
I don't either. That's why I'm saying I'm gonna say around that 30 era until they just stop, because I don't believe in the Bears defense to stop it from happening.
But they're good though. The Bears defense is pretty good though. They're pretty good. They're better than ours. They're better than ours. They're better than our defense.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? Hold on.
The Bears
Are you
defense.
I
sure
got
about
Bears
that?
D on my
Yeah.
fantasy, and they've been quite great.
Oh shit.
And they create turnovers. I'm not
yes,
worried
Yeah, I
about
got
that.
the linebacker.
Many.
I got one of
They
the
definitely
linebackers.
create turnovers.
Yeah, they do create a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, they can be very dangerous. And they've had 2 weeks to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
They had 2 weeks
But
to
I
prepare
hope
for one
I
game.
hope y'all win. Yeah. Y'all got a game Sunday. I hope y'all win.
Well, so if that's the case, I think I'm gonna stay around I think I'm gonna go 30. I'm still gonna say 34. I'm gonna go back to 34. It's gonna be 34-28. That's where I'm gonna be at.
Yeah, we'll probably give up some points. Oh yeah,
Yeah, we
we
definitely gonna give
forgot.
up.
He gonna be home, huh?
Yep, he gonna be home.
He gonna be home. So he
in
either
Maryland.
gonna be able to show out because he's home, or he gonna cough it up because he's home. He gonna end up just being like, I'm home. He gonna try to press the issue, and it might not work out. So this is gonna be interesting.
He mature though. I think
Which
he's showing a
quarterback
lot
you
of
talking
I
maturity.
know
I
you
think
ain't
he
talking
gonna-
about Caleb Williams.
I was about to ask you.
Yeah,
We
which
talking
quarterback
about
you
Caleb
about?
Williams.
We talking about Caleb.
Oh,
Nah,
no.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
talking about
Nah,
Caleb.
we talking about Caleb being from Washington D.C. area. Like,
Yeah, he gonna be home.
He's gonna be home, but because we don't think he's mature, as you saw how we reacted, we think that might hurt him a little bit. So we'll see what the kid do.
Cool. So, because right now, I'm gonna go ahead and this is the section where I have to, because everybody, as far as their, let me see, as far as their, I
Predictions.
can read this real quick. Predictions so far, because we have the scoreboard reads at the moment. So scoreboard reads right now. Stan sits at we're going into week 8. So Stan is 6-1.
Oh yeah.
I'm 5-2. You guys didn't play, so you guys are still sitting both at 3-3. So so right now it's just I'm just a game back for right now.
They got a better record than the Cowboys. Then
Pretty much.
Ain't it? It's the same record, ain't it?
I don't know. I can't remember if they 3-3 or 2-4.
They 3-3.
You'll know January 5th.
They,
You know January 5th. You know November 24th. You know that.
That's a long time away, sir.
I know I'm not part of the core group, but I take pride that I'm
Wait.
1-0.
Oh yeah, for sure. And we appreciate you being here. But like I said, we are at the end of our hour. Actually, we went over a little bit, but we appreciate you guys sticking around and hanging with us. So, again, thanks for everybody for hanging out, watching Who Runs the NFC East. We'd like everybody to check us out at our new home on YouTube. We still streaming on Facebook, but if you can like, comment, and subscribe anytime you feel like that, we would appreciate to help the channel grow to its fullest. But other than that, thanks for everybody for coming out. Thanks for our co-hosts. Thanks for Sham showing up again, giving out her goodness and all of all the good knowledge. Nate, appreciate you, brothers. Good seeing you. Thanks for coming out. I hope everybody have a good night and everybody stay safe, take care, keep God first. We'll holler at you next week.
Cowboys going on the run. Peace.